This is a land of fighting. This is a land of undead. This is a land of magic. This is Krumit Souls. Dark Tales? Meteorfall Remastered? Hello YouTube, I'm back with another episode of Krumit's Tale. And you're thinking, wait a minute, it's should this be a Dark Souls stream? Don't worry, Dark Souls hasn't gone anywhere. Just a couple of reasons I'm doing this. First of all, I had a request for more Krumit's Tale. And you know, a lot of people have streamed Dark Souls, a lot of people know what Dark Souls is, not as many people know this game. So if I see someone saying, hey, can you show me more of this? Like, I'm interested in this Krumit's Tale business. I mean, yeah, I'll show more of it, because, you know, it's not a thing that everyone else is showing. Two, Dark Souls is probably going to take a while, right? Like, up until this point, I've always done the variety streams just one after the other, except for, like, you know, little one-off things that don't connect. Like, you know, FTL, I can do a couple episodes, then go to Into the Breach, back to FTL. That doesn't matter, you know, do a played-up episode here or there. Didn't matter, but, you know, Tunic, or the Pokemon randomized Nuzlocke, like, that was always like, go from start, go to finish. And I had planned on doing that with Dark Souls, but, you know, the fact that someone wants to see this again, you know, it's all right that I maybe, you know, leave off, I only have one Dark Soul video this week, and then, you know, go back to 2 next week, have this as a little break. That's okay. Also, as a purely selfish standpoint, it just worked out for editing. My first stream of Dark Souls gave me 3 videos, so that's 2 the first week, 1 the second, plus this. It just works out. So what are we doing today in Meteorfall? Well, you've seen me do Bruno, you've seen me do Greybeard, you've seen me do Varfa. Today I thought we'd do Mischief.
The rakish Mischief.
The rakish Mischief. The impish Mischief. Now, I've said before, like, Greybeard, Mischief, and Varfa are probably my favorites. So hey, let's do Mischief, because she's also one of my favorites. There's kind of a lot to talk about with her. And the problem is I can only show some of it if I get lucky, based on my perks or items. So I'll do my best, but you might just have to, at the beginning, you know, bear along with me talking a lot of hypotheticals. For non-hypotheticals, well, let's see, what's her ability? Riff Raff. Gain stealth when attacking solitary enemies, base attack reduced by 1 unless overwhelmed. That's a lot for a base ability. Like Bruno's is, when you get armor, get 2 health. Like, that's simple. This has a lot going on. Like, there's 3 things right there that it has to, like, define just in this. So let's take it one piece at a time. We'll start with the end. Base attack reduced by 1 unless overwhelmed. You look up here, she only has 1 attack. Everyone else has 2 attack as the base. She only has 1. That's pretty bad, just by itself. Like, here we go, going into this. We do 1 damage to her, she does 1 to us. All right, 1 and 1. We do 1 to her, she's at 2. She does 2 to us, we're at 3. You know, 2, 3. Then 3, 4. 4, 6. 5, 7. Like, you know, it... Yes, we could beat one of these people just going toe-to-toe, trading blows, but we'd take 7 damage in the process. Yeah, not great. And it's so, unless overwhelmed is the second part of that. If there's another character on the board, which actually I'll show this now, this will work out for an example. Now you look, she's got 2. Overwhelmed is if there are 6 people on the board or more. And the reason is because of her other half of ability, and generally speaking, you won't get her other half, her solitary, which we'll get to in a second, when there's 6. Now, as you can see, that's not always the case, because I said we'll get to it in a second, by which I mean right now. What is solitary? Because that's what triggers her other stuff. Solitary is an enemy tile when no other one is in the same row. This person is solitary because there are no other people in the same row. None of them are solitary. These 2 aren't solitary, but she is. You have 1 attack unless you have 6 or more people, because in most cases, you won't have solitary enemies. Now, you can, it is possible, you can see it right here, but generally speaking, you probably won't. Why do you care about solitary enemies? What's the big deal? I'm doing a Seinfeld. What's the deal with solitary airlines? When you attack a solitary enemy, you get stealth. Stealth breaks down into another 2 things. As I was like, there's a lot to talk about with Mischief. Kill one of these people so I can get to the meat of it without her having a bonus attack. Like, that is nice that it shows that, like, here's how it can happen, but for me explaining things, that's actually kind of in the way. All right, back to 1 attack. When we attack her, because we have stealth, we do 3 damage instead of 1, because you get +2 attack, and we have blitz. Now, for most purposes, blitz doesn't mean much, because you always go first as the player anyways, but if the enemy has blitz, your blitz conquers theirs, you're the player, so, or they, you know, you can think of it, they cancel each other out. The point is, you will always go first when you have stealth. So, womp, we hit her for 3 instead of 1. Okay, it's just the first attack, though. We're no longer in stealth, so we have 2 options here. Now we could trade blows with her. All right, we do 1, we do 1, we do 1. She'll do 2, and then 1, and then the 3rd hit, she'll die before she does it. So we'll take 3 damage if we do that.
Run away!
We could also run away, come right back into the fight. It's a new fight. We get stealth again. So that time, you know, we only took 2 damage instead of 3. So running away, important. So that's why in these other playthroughs when I'm like, Graybeard, like, yeah, it's kind of important to, like, where you position your enemies. So, like, when you shoot them, it will lower the cost of spells on this side and up here. But it's not as important as Mischief or, like, as Varfa. Like, yeah, you don't want people to get to the bottom row because they do more, but it's not as important as Mischief. This is why it's important as Mischief. Because you try going in here, you die because you're only doing 1 point of damage. You go in here, you know, we can attack her by herself, 3 damage. Do it again. She's dead. Now, one of her base things, like knockout, like shuffle an enemy back into the deck. When you kill someone, it respawns. Like, we don't want them together. We want, you know, people by themselves. So I need that just because I was showing stuff off, so I'm not playing the best. So I need to heal or I'll die. So, you know, you can reposition with this. You can reposition based on, like, oh, these 2 are together. Well, we probably don't need this item, but, you know, maybe we'll get this instead. All right, now they're all separate. Oh, the other thing with stealth, it's not as important, but you get +2 attack, +3 if you're using a weapon. All right, you can do stuff like that, parry, you know, so that you can run away for free. All right, I've cleared out some, you know, killed another person. Now I killed her, so now I can show the weapon business. So yeah, you attack. We do 3 damage because we get +2 from stealth. But with a weapon, you get +3, which means we're gonna insta-kill her. And you're like, wait, why? Because we're getting 3, you know, 1 base, +2 for stealth, so a total of 3, +1 because we're using a weapon. So now we have base 4, plus the weapon's damage itself. So basically it means all your weapons are +1 when you have stealth. Okay, that's her basic ability. There's actually a lot more to talk about, and this is the part where it gets kind of confusing if I don't have the right perks or items. These are not the right items. Oh, thank goodness. I've tried this a couple of times and have not gotten any stab things. So Mischief has something else going for her besides the positioning and stealth and stuff, is her stab ability. Now, for one thing, that means she has 2 perks that are unique to her, just like Varfa had one that specifically affected range weapons. Mischief has 2 perks that affect stab. One of them we're taking right here. Stabby. Stab does +1 damage. The other one is stab does poison. Poison is very, like, if I didn't have Stabby, I would take radioactive, because Mischief does very good with poison.
Do peruse my wares.
Oh, yes, hidden blades. I needed this. Oh, this is the perfect run for explaining. Woo. All right. But enough about me being excited for what's about to be explained. Poison, that's what I was talking about. Mischief has some things that are very good with poison. For instance, you know, she has, besides you could potentially get stabbed to do poison, and you get vials of poison that, like, poison everyone in the same row. She gets some items like, if someone is poisoned, kill them and put, like, 4 poison on everyone around them. Very strong. There's stuff that deals damage equal to their poison and then raises it. So, like, say you put it on a boss. A boss has 4 poison damage. Use the item on them. they take 4 damage, and now they have 5 poison. Or something like that. I don't remember the exact details. And then, you know, so then you could use it again. They take 5 damage now. They have 6 poison. It's like stacking poison is very useful for that. So she can either use poison to do a lot of damage or to just insta-kill stuff. So Stab having poison is also useful. But I don't have any of those items or perks. So what we're going to show you is Stab. And why Mischief, besides being, you know, stealthy and the, you know, the backstabbing rogue thief type thing, is also the queen of copying. Stab. Normally, it does 1 piercing damage to an enemy, and you're like, well, that's not that great. Okay, you got a perk that makes it do 2 damage. You spent a perk to make your ability do 2 damage instead of 1 damage. What are you thinking? Observe. First of all, Stab, it costs 0, so it's free. When you buy Stab, you get 2 copies, not just 1. So first of all, that kind of explains that perk thing I just got right. This normally, 1 of these does 2 damage, now 1 of these does 4 damage. So that perk turns a 0 coin ability for 4 damage. That's a pretty good deal already. Stab you. Stab you again.
Hit it.
And I'm overwhelmed, so that'll kill you. Great.
Too easy.
And you're like, okay, so Stab, like, splits into 2. That's great, but I still don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for hidden blades to come up. And then I will explain more. Okay, we've cleared some people out, and we've gotten hidden blades. So, hidden blades. 1 coin.
A new toy.
Counts, you know, it's just an ability. When you use this ability, you shuffle 2 copies of Stab into the deck. Each of those stabs turns into 2 stab things that you can actually use. So that one thing just put 4 copies of Stab in the deck, really. Which means that 1 coin thing I just used is 8 damage. And you're like, okay, that I guess kind of sounds cool, sure. It gets better than that. I don't have the item yet, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be showing you instead of just talking about it. But there's a thing called, like, I don't know if it's like utility pouch or like tool belt or something like that, which lets you choose, like, do you want a vial of poison, or do you want a blackjack, which stuns people when they're solitary, or do you want a copy of hidden blades? And it's a thing that you can use like twice, I think. Okay, I just did a quick check in my encyclopedia of all the tiles I've found. Yeah, so utility belt has 2 charges. Let's say I had utility belt. I use utility belt to make a thing of hidden blades. I use hidden blades to make 2 things of Stab, each which give me 2 things of Stab for 4. Now I replace utility belt. 2 free copies go in. Each of those copies has 2 uses, which means 4 uses of hidden blades, which means, you know, another... I'm getting lost on that. It's kind of bonkers.
Ooh.
And yeah, and you know, you can do this in a lot of different ways too. Like,
Sweet
that's just copying utility belt. Let's say, I mean, you could have, for instance, a magic lamp. You could copy that to just keep giving yourself uses out of utility belt, which would probably give you more, because then you get 6 uses of magic lamp. So it adds up. There's a lot of, it just gets crazy. So yeah, that's oh, here we go. And it begins. Now, there's also things like Lucky Ace. Instantly shuffle copies of each ability in your inventory into the deck. That includes Hidden Blades, so now I can copy Hidden Blades as is. Oh, alright, I got Freeze. That works really... Hey, another thing of that.
Quite the bargain.
Another thing of that.
Yes. let
All
me
right, so first of
explain.
all, during the last thing that I probably just skipped over, I picked Chill. Chill works very, I mean, I've said before, Chill's like Vampire and Chill are my favorite abilities, just for anyone. Chill works really well for her because of the whole, like, you often want to run away. Look at that, 3 damage. Now they're frozen, so we get to run away for free. And then, boop, there we go. Alright, we want this, actually.
That will be neat.
Just for the... Do some blocking. Now, he's still stunned, which means we can get 1 free hit on him.
Away.
Then the chill takes effect. Now we come back, get our 3, and then we'll kill him.
Got him.
It's not perfect, but it works.
2 arms.
Now I'm just killing time until I get show you the other thing I just got. Okay. I've cleared out a bunch of stuff. Finally, I can show off the things I was trying to show off. So, it's not as crazy as copying Utility Blade or anything like that, but I did also pick up during that last between stages Lucky Ace. Instantly shuffle or an instant that shuffles copies of each ability in your inventory into the deck.
Your lucky day.
We don't need that. I guess I could have used one. Oh well. All right, so this is just a small taste of what she can do. Lucky Ace. Copy that. That's actually worth 2. That's worth 2. That's worth 4 because that's going to give us 2 things of stab. So now, well, let's do this. 2 piercing damage. All right.
Oh yes.
Get that. We'll sell that because you know we don't need a piece of armor. Let's take out the skeleton. Now, because we didn't use the thing we copied, and we picked up the copy, look, we can Lucky Ace both of the hidden blades now. Now let's use a hidden blades. There's another 2. Let's use hidden blades. There's another 2. Oh, look, we're running kind of low on... Well, actually, bump, bump, bump.
Got him.
And now, like, buy that. There's another 2. Like, oh, we're running low. Well, it's a good thing we have plenty of stuff to sell now. You know, we were at the end of our deck, and now we have an entirely full board, plus 4 extras of this. 2 damage, 2 damage. Oh, what's that? For free? Thank you. 2 damage, 2 damage. Oh, again? Okay, 2 damage, 2 damage. You know, it's no exaggeration to say I've had dailies with her, like, where it's based on, like, copying and, like, keeping your money and stuff, where I've had, like, 90 cards as backup. It's ridiculous.
A triumph.
So, yeah, that was just a tiny taste of what she can... And here's the other thing I was talking about. It doesn't have anything to do with stab. Like, getting more stab, useful with what we have, but Plaguebringer's not bad either. Destroy target poison non-boss enemy and then deal 4 piercing damage and apply 2 poison to all adjacent enemies. So that's good for like killing really big things.
Wisely.
And we look at that, perfect. Stab also inflicts poison. So now you saw what I just did to that boss. All those stabs I'm doing are also going to inflict poison now on top of it. So now I use like just a single stab, not even hidden, but 1 copy of stab is 6 damage because 4 damage from just the damage and then another 2 from 2 uses of poison. It gets so crazy. I love it so. Yeah, we don't need that. Like, if you don't have stab doing poison, this one's nice to pair with Plaguebringer because it's just poison an enemy and then when you get a potion, restore it some. Because then you can be like, oh, I don't like that guy. Achoo! Poison him. blow him up. I hit my mic. I was so excited. But it doesn't matter. We don't... Yeah. Might get Cull.
A prudent
Kind of an even stronger version of Plaguebringer. What it is it's just you find a solitary enemy and you say, you're dead now. And they're like, but I don't want to be there. Well, that's unfortunate.
The road awaits.
All right, road awaiting. Where are we going? The depths of doom. Yeah, doom for them. All right, let's start with some money. Unfortunately, so we have both lucky aces here, but we don't have hidden blades or even stab. We'll get Cull.
That will be needed.
This is not a great start. That is kind of one of the problems. We don't have a lot of our manipulation thing is still in there. We don't have extra copies of it, so...
Invigorating, no? Oh, yes.
Okay. So I think we have to do this. It's not great, but we have like so many enemies at the start. So we've got like, yeah, it'd be better if I could get some more stabs to copy, but we don't want to lose. So we're gonna fight this guy. You know, we'll take damage. We're gonna take a hit, that's for sure. But we have our 2 from being overwhelmed, and we have chills, so it works. It's not great, but it works. Now we can use this. All right, copy. I mean, copying Cull isn't bad, because we can do that again in the future. It's like, all right, we need some money. We need to save on our health. Please go away. And then she did.
A new toy.
Ow. That's all right. We're gonna use this overwhelm to our advantage. Ugh. Just taking a slight beating. It's fine.
To your health.
Okay. This will work out though.
The strength.
It's like, oh no, now we're not, we don't have overwhelm. Well, how about this? We're gonna poison that guy.
Keepers.
And then insta-kill that guy, 4 health. Yeah, but he's got 6 shield and like, okay, stab does do piercing damage, so we could like stab him some more. That would kill him. But if we do it here in the middle, in fact, let's sell this first. This is the prime spot, like hits everyone around for 4 damage. And they get 2 poison, which means these people that only have, 4 health, now they're poisoned for 2. You die. Let's get this. Oh, the other thing that's really, I already showed like how strong she can be with her copying. The other bonus with that is you get a bunch of extra tiles for money. Because A, you're gonna have lots of extra tiles that count up, and B, like, you can turn this one into 2. Now it only works for the 4 in your hand, but all right, not you, not you. You! Hit him. Oh, but he's poisoned. He dies. Oh, no. We won't kill him in 1. Yeah, well, poison. He dies. Let's just do a little house cleaning. Yes. What he said. Alright, we'll do this. Do this. There's no more enemies left. Like, yeah, we could have just left this alone, gotten more things to stab. And then we could, duplicate if we can get 1 extra gem. Let's just kill him and be done with it. We had 5 extra things in the deck already. Yeah, we got 80 unused tile bonus. We're fine. What do we got? And like, it's not just copying. Like, okay, and like here the thing continues. Combat knife. When you acquire this, shuffle 2 copies of stab into the deck. So you get a 4 damage weapon and you get another set of stab. And the rich get richer. All right. Wishing lamp.
Well bought.
If we ever get utility belt, we're gonna be in for amazing times. Golden chest just to help fund things. More hidden blades. Always nice. Blackjack is also actually pretty useful. So I might get that. It's you can stun an enemy when they are in the same row. Oh no. I have too many good things. Well, we don't need daggers.
Away with you.
But yeah, blackjack is if someone's solitary, you can just use the item to stun them, which is very good. Like, between that and now running away, we get 2 defense. Like, we get a first hit in, and then they're frozen. We could hit them again if they want, and then if they have 2 damage, we run away. And if they're doing more than 2 damage, we can just stun them and then run away. You.
Won't be needing that.
All right. Things are getting crazy in ye old Meteorfall Tavern. How do I want to do this? I guess kill you. I was thinking like we could try and get enough money to buy this and duplicate it, but yeah, this will be fine as is. All right, now we're kind of running out of space, you know, with what we can do. So we're gonna use these now. It's like, but there's another lucky ace there. Yeah, but we just copied these 2, so we know we can get them again. Like, yes, if I could hold out to have 4 things of hidden blades and then lucky ace those, it would get bonkers. Yes, that's true. But it's okay. You know, things are fine as is. All right, we're overwhelmed now, so we can't make use of our crazy stabbing things, but we don't need to. We're fine. Now, what I want is, I guess that's free money, so we'll buy this. And then kill that guy. Poison damage them. Okay, another lucky ace is coming up. All right, so how do we do this now? Well, get out of there. All right, so like none of these guys, like we can't do a solitary strike on this guy because like, yeah, if we could do 3 damage, then he'd be frozen. We could run away. You know, this guy does 6 to start with, so like we don't. And it's like, okay, we could do 3, and that's 4, 5. So I guess, you know, we'll stab him again. Let the poison do the work. It works. This is kind of a lot. Now, here we go, blackjack. I was looking for you. Yeah, you get out of here. Got things to do. So now, this time, all right. So at 3 damage. Now let's say he was doing something else. We hit him and it's like, oh no, 4. If we run away, we get 2, but that's not. Well, now he's stunned. Now we get our runaway. Now we're going in and like, oh, he's gonna do another 3. Nah, it's fine. He's not doing nothing.
A mere trifle. What's
Okay, let's get that back. Get some monies. We'll deal with you. It's like now, we stunned him the first round, so he's not frozen, but if we run away, we have 2 shield. Doesn't hurt us, and now he starts frozen. So his 1, like, oh yeah, he's doing 1 thing, but his attack did 0. You know, we can do things like this. Put on a helmet, now run away. Re-shield. Boop. Yeah, we don't want stupid. Stupid is very bad for Mischief, too. Like, it's bad for Graybeard, but, like, making stab actually cost money, no good. Which is kind of a run ender if we run into whatever that guy's name is that causes all your cards to cost one more, that can be a problem for Mischief. Because you kind of rely on, you know, everything being free.
Fortuitous.
Fortuitous. I don't want you. Where'd my other copy of Hidden Blades go? Well, whatever. We'll just copy this. That's fine. Oh, it should be there. It's just not showing my stuff for some reason. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Anyways, that guy dies. So yeah, here's the thing. Okay. We can just hit him again for free. Now stun him and run away. And now he dies. Let's kill this guy too. And now he dies. Let's buy this knife, not because we need it, because it gives us more stab. There you go. You can see why Mischief is one of my favorites, I think. It just gets so bonkers. It's great. I just wish there was the thing like you do. I saw it, I think, earlier. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing, but Elementalist, you do extra damage against poison people, because then you have a base 2 basically all the time. Even when, yeah. It gets crazy. Pack Rat is not my favorite, but like your base attack is increased by 1 while you have 4 tiles in your inventory. It is pretty easy to get 4 tiles as Mischief because it's just grab 2 things of stab. There you go. Am I gonna use it all the time? No. Am I gonna like try for it? No, but come on, utility belt. Utility belt. Draft a copy of Poison Vial, Blackjack, or Hidden Blades.
Prudent purchase.
This is actually a very nice sword too, but I'm not gonna get it. It's better like if you can draft a copy with Pirate Lockbox. But yeah, it's piercing, 3 damage. When you kill someone with it, increase your base attack by 1 for the rest of the dungeon. It costs 10 gold, so it's a lot. But some runs, like especially if you have like doing a daily with Baron where you keep your money in between rounds, you can just buy this right away. Get +3 attack for the rest of the dungeon. It's crazy. Oh yeah, we'll get another lucky ace. Okay, so there's our lucky ace. There's a Hidden Blades. Wouldn't be bad to get a combat knife. Now this is also nice. These guys normally have blitz. Like, so here's where your blitz comes into play. Like, if he had blitz, he would attack us. He'd take 1 poison damage. Then we'd hit him and he'd die. But because we have blitz, we just don't take damage. And Krumit is like, yeah, I know it's cool, dude, but tone it down. Just thinking of the best way to do this. So, like, Eric, just attack this guy. Just, you know, attack and poison. He'll die. Yeah, the boss. I don't know if you've seen this boss before or not. The king of the trees or whatever, the master treant. He loses health whenever you kill a treant on screen when he's there. So you don't really want to kill them if you can help it, but I don't know that we can.
To your health.
To my health. I'm gonna kill that guy.
Nice.
Nice.
Let it. Run away.
Stop that, sir. I do not like you. Please go away right now. How much do? You do 2 and then 3. All right, well.
That will be needed.
Yeah, I don't want to start killing these guys now, but I don't have a choice.
Strategize.
They're also not as hard as you might think, because once you take off their armor, they die. It's basically like Just like in real life, if you strip a tree, you debark a tree. It's no good for the tree.
Inflicted. Run away. Hit it.
All right, 3. Do that. It does its turn. It has no bark left. It dies.
Easy.
Come on, where's my utility belt? I need my utility belt. I guess I'll get that now. Get this now. Get this for now. Then we can just send these guys packing. Not great, but whatever. We can insta-kill these dudes now with our, you know, +4, +3 because we're in stealth with a weapon. So, you know,
Strategize.
it helps clear things out. There it is. We got 'em, boys.
Finders keepers. The trees are alive. Elma.
All right. So first point of business. Make a hidden blades.
A new
We don't
toy.
care about that anymore. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use that one. Now we get the lamp.
Oh,
Repair this. Make hidden blades. Use it. Repair it. Make hidden blades. Use it. Repair it. Make hidden blades. Make hidden blades. Oh, whoops. Well,
a new
I
toy.
should have kept one extra, whatever. It doesn't matter. You already know how crazy it's about to get. Now we copy all of those. Then we copy all of those. And then we use all of these. We now have 29 cards in the deck. Should have used one of those first. It doesn't matter though.
Lat it.
Oh. I didn't pay attention. I didn't have stealth, so I died. Well, if I'd used another thing, it would have been fine. Whoops. But that... I don't need to do the rest of a run, right? Like, that was just me being stupid. If I just used 2 things on that, just everyone was about to die. I just stabulate them forever. There you go. There's me losing because I'm stupid, but there you can see the power of Mischief, and if you're not just like, click, 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 because I'm trying to get through this recording, just how strong she is. She very well might, and yeah, I had, what, 27 cards there, and this is not like a crazy bonus day where you get lots of extra copying and all that stuff, and just on a regular run, on a boss level, 27 cards in my deck. I mean, like, yeah, there were like 5 enemies left or 3 enemies, something like that, but... And all of those are going to turn into more, and they're going to turn into more, and... Like, I could have just probably at that point stabbed every single person to death and not even done a first strike with stealth. Hopefully that shows you just why Mischief is completely bonkers and why I love her so. No, thank you. I was going to say thank you for everyone who watches this on Twitch. This is not a Twitch stream, so no one's going to watch this on Twitch. But thank you for everyone who watches this on YouTube. I'm glad that you like Krumit's Tale. I'm glad that you like watching it. Yeah, keep giving your support. And as I said, Dark Souls will be back next week for more skeletons beating me down and me doing more dumb mistakes just like that. See, it doesn't matter. Dark Souls, Krumit's Tale. I'm dumb no matter what game we're in. So until next time, try not to be as dumb as me. You find a solitary enemy and you say, "You're dead now." And they're like, "But I don't want to be there." Well, that's unfortunate.